downside I've always seen with motorhomes is if your engine breaks, your home breaks.
No, I really like what Newmar did, giving a little bit extra space.
We always say I think 40 feet is like kind of our sweet spot, but Newmar does a beautiful job of packing a lot into a small space.
With a motorhome, it starts to die when you leave it alone.
We're at the 2023 Hershey RV show. We have a brand new Ventana floor plan, the 3809, which is pretty awesome because they went from 37 to 38 feet.
Very exciting.
Love it.
It's huge inside. It's going to be really, really exciting to see what they've changed.
Yeah, and what's pretty awesome, when you come to these shows, especially on Industry Day, you meet a lot of people that you know from YouTube, but you've never really seen them live, which is pretty awesome.
That you've heard on YouTube.
And they happen to be holding our camera today.
Who's here?
What's going on, guys? It is JD with Big Truck, Big RV. I'm actually wearing one of your lav mics.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, I'm wearing one of your lav mics right now, so you don't need to do that. We're recording on 2 cameras, so I'm recording their camera with my camera, and they're recording, well, I'm holding their camera, recording my camera, so this is gonna be on both channels. And we've done a collaboration before. It's been a while.
It's been a couple, it was a basement dweller video that you hopped in on, and we talked about people that hate us, and we all have that as influencers.
We do, and I've actually found a few people here that don't like me, but it was interesting when they've never seen your face and then they run into you, but that's okay, you know, it's life.
Right.
That's right.
It probably does. You can't make everyone happy.
Haters, you're not reaching the right people. You are mostly towables trucks, right? You do some motorhomes.
Maybe 4 to 3% of motorhomes. Very, very few. And the reason why is exactly what I explained to them when we were walking up. There's just so many specs.
Yeah.
There's so much horsepower, torque, chassis. Everything's different. And you know, there's a bunch of motorhomes right here, and the fact is almost all of them have different specs.
They do.
Right.
And I'm too lazy to look all that stuff up, to be honest.
Well, we're Newmar owners, so we really like Newmar, so we're kind of familiar with the Newmars, and we wanted to hit this. So let's just do a quick exterior, interior. We'll bounce questions off each other, and let's go.
First of all, love the full body paint.
Oh, well, all the Newmars have full body paint, and I don't know if your viewers know this, all the Newmars are made on the same line. So from the Baystar, which is their entry, all the way up to the King Air, the $1.7 million, all made on the same line, all made with the same construction. 16-inch on center, aluminum framing, full body paint, they're all made the same, which is pretty awesome.
Same puck lights from the Baystar to the King Air. Yeah, it's a beautiful system they got going.
They use dual insulation, so they have like that residential style fiberglass, plus they do foam. So you're gonna get cool in the summer, warm in the winter, and good sound deadening.
Well, from a motorhome perspective, I've always heard good things about Newmar.
We chose Newmar. It was between Tiffin and Newmar. We went with Newmar because of wonderful reviews and because of the floor plan. They had the floor plan that we wanted, and we've been very happy so far.
Right. I mean, we're a little biased, but if you're going to go like production motorhome, we think Newmar's the best. Now, of course, if you go much higher to the customs,
Newell, and that's when the P word comes out.
Yes, that is correct.
And then you limit your buying audience pretty severely.
That's true. People get upset about that.
So I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So this is full body paint. A lot of RVs out here are full body paint. And this is a controversial question that I get when I film full body paint RVs. Is it full body paint if the stripes don't go through the side of the slide out walls?
It's still full body.
It's still full body paint. That's exactly what I say.
So those are painted.
Yeah.
Right. It's just you're going to see that on the higher end.
They're still painted, those walls. They just don't follow the pattern. So
exactly.
Full body paint.
And you know, when the slides are in, then it technically is full body paint at that point. So regardless,
it is.
I feel the same way, but I think some people, maybe the folks who have the stripes going through, are a little.
They feel bad.
Yeah, they feel.
People that have the stripes spend more money.
That's what it is.
Because you have to step up to a Dutch Star before you get the.
And I see them down there. I see the stripes following through on some of those units down there.
One thing that you may be of interest is that Newmar actually does all their paint in-house. So like Integra Coach, they outsource that. Tiffin, I'm not sure, but Newmar 100% in-house.
Okay, very, very cool. Well, this is going to be kind of your deal because you're the motorhome folks and I'm the towable folks, and I'll ask some questions and I'll kind of follow your lead.
So for JD, doesn't know much about the motorhome, so I'm going to do like the quick.
Let me make some guesses and assumptions because it'll make me look less dumb.
All right.
So I'm pretty sure there's probably going to be like a 6500, maybe a 8,000 watt generator in there.
8.
So 8. That tray's going to pull out. Generator's going to be in there. Easy servicing.
On the driver's side.
Okay.
Diesel generator. Full body paint right here. Collision mitigation, right? So if you fall asleep or you're getting drowsy and you start going, we actually drove these. You hit the lane, it starts giving you a little buzz in your butt and on the steering wheel. So that's a really nice thing. And you got 360 360 camera system. So when you go inside, you can get the bird's eye view, everything around you. Pretty awesome.
That is awesome.
Bus style mirrors, cameras again, part of the 360.
Now, I did some videos with Matt's RV review,
Yes.
and he told me about the different tiers of RVs from like
Yes.
1 through 4
Right.
for Class A's.
Right.
Do you know what this would fall under?
Well, I don't know what his tier system is, but I will tell you in the Newmar line, so you have Baystar Sport, you have Baystar, then you have the Canyon Star. They used to be gas, Canyon Star, Country Star,
Ventana.
then Ventana.
Okay, so this is definitely more on the higher end luxury
About
side.
$500,000.
Okay.
Dutch Star is above this, probably about $700,000.
Okay.
So they keep going up from there.
Not long ago, it was about $400,000. So
It's definitely not entry level for sure.
yeah.
Hinge door, so if you're on the wind, you got the hinge awning over the door,
Oh, that's nice.
full Gerard awning that'll come over, and then slide toppers, which is, you'll have that on the towables also. It's always a nice thing. We love the slide toppers on our motorhome because when it's raining, it's just closing everything up. It's so much better.
They also keep the sun from hitting the top of your
They do.
slides. They keep debris off of the
Yep.
top, and it creates an air gap. And that air gap actually acts as a level of insulation.
Yeah,
which is really
it's a
nice.
really good thing to have. I know some people have a problem with it, but I think any motorhome or RV would have certainly those slide toppers. Now you have dual fill here. I'm going to say it's probably 100 gallons. In the comments, guys, let us know. I'm pretty sure it's 100 gallons on the diesel. And then what's nice about these motorhomes, the Class A's, is that you just get massive storage. What I like about this one is that they didn't option in the freezer. A lot of times you'll get that Dometic huge freezer on a slide out, but you lose a lot of room.
Yeah,
And when you
sure.
see when you go inside, it's a huge refrigerator anyway. I don't know how much you really need, but I like that they did it here. 2 large slide out trays. One of the things I like about the Ventana and kind of more the mid tier for the Newmars is that everything's manual. There's no electronics in here,
Yeah.
nothing to go wrong. Manual slide outs, I like that. And just look how large this is coming out, which is really a nice thing.
And with all the brochures that are in there, you
And
can
it
tell
just-
it can hold some weight.
This is pretty heavy. I
You
don't
can also
know.
see it has the road vac inside of it as well.
Yeah, you have your central vac. And then if you look over here, some people might be asking, what is all this crazy tubing? They get these chassis, of course, from the factory. This is on a Spartan K2 chassis. And then they have to kind of upfit them to make them support all this weight. So this is actually the Newmar Star Foundation that stands for strong, true, and robust. Makes square everything. They do that in-house also. A lot of other companies will send that out. Against it. I know Integra does that. They send it out to Morride to have it done for them, but they do that in-house. And continuing down, this is going to be one of your tanks back here, but still utilizing some space. They give you a pegboard, which is a really nice thing. I kind of missed over there, you have your outdoor entertainment center. So full body paint, cut and buff. So if you feel this, it's not like decals. It's nice and smooth.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
Nice mirror
paint job.
finish. This is BASF Masterpiece Finish is what they call it. Here's a little space that they give you here. Now, one thing I don't like about the Ventana line, and you have to go up to the Dutch Star line, is that you have a rear mounted radiator, and I don't like
Okay.
that. You'll see that when we go, but here are your chassis batteries. You have 2 batteries and all your access for maintenance. One thing I do like about Newmar, this right here,
It's the exit.
egress door. Now,
Yep.
here's the reality. You know this, JD. Most people that are buying this, they're a little bit older. We're kind of in the younger side for
Yeah,
motorhomes. Have some mobility problems. Imagine trying to get out one of these windows. It could be tough. This is easy. You go
The
in there.
staircase, right?
Yeah, it's great. And if you want to put groceries through there and packing, you can do that also, which is
Yeah,
pretty
that's
awesome.
really cool. We're right next to a generator that's about the size of the RV, which is fueling all of this. So you might hear that in the background when we're talking.
Like I said earlier, Spartan K2, this has the Cummins motor in it, diesel motor, of course, 380 horsepower, 1150 on the torque. So plenty of power because this is a 38-foot coach, 10,000 pounds on the tow.
Okay.
If you want to tow a truck, you can do that.
You got all your cameras back here too?
All your cameras here, part of the 360. And again, on this Ventana line, they give you access to the roof. Now, if you go to the Dutch Star and above, you don't have this ladder.
Okay.
I personally like going up on the roof, doing the maintenance. Very
Prefer the
important.
ladder, yeah.
Yeah. Here's the advantage, only advantage really of having the rear mounted radiator. You do get some storage here, but much harder to work on, of course.
Well, and I think honestly, the side-mounted radiator is synonymous with a higher-end coach sometimes.
Absolutely. Yeah,
You have
absolutely.
that kind of like the tag axle as well, you know?
Absolutely. The tag, as they get bigger, they're going to support more weight. It's going to handle a little better. Here's your DEF.
Okay, that's your diesel exhaust fluid.
Now, I would have liked for them to give a little access port here.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Been really nice. Continuing down, this is nice. They've done a little updating here. So you have your power hose, shower. Here's all your controls for winterizing everything else. Manual full house filtration. You have your black tank flush. And, you know, one thing nice about the motorhomes is that they're really made for 4 seasons. So everything is tucked up inside. Everything's going to be heated. So that's a really nice thing. I wouldn't recommend driving these in the snow and ice, but there's certainly, we've been out, at least on our motorhome, down into the 20s with really no problem. These 2 bays here, these are just going to be extensions of the passenger side that we showed you. This is probably going to be your house batteries, I would imagine.
And this is a raised rail chassis too,
Correct.
so everything's going to sit underneath
A lot of space in here now. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 batteries in here. These aren't lithium. You would hope you start getting lithium. I know the Dutch Stars, they come with lithium. I believe the Ventana's 43 foot is an option.
And you know, a couple things. I mean, weight on this isn't as big of a deal because these things have insane cargo capacities, but you do shave a ton of weight off when you switch to lithium.
So we have a gas motorhome. It doesn't have, weight's a little more of an issue. We switched over to Battleborn, 600 amp hours. So we replaced our 4 golf cart batteries, shaved a ton of weight, and gained a bunch of usable amp hours, which is really nice. And then of course here is going to be your controls,
electronics and such.
And then you'll pull this and that will release that front.
Oh, your front generator. Okay.
Right there,
well, that's kind of cool. That's one thing I never knew is how you actually pull that out.
So some of these will open, some of them will slide out. Not quite sure what this one is, but you'll still have access to get that front generator.
It's like a trunk release, pretty much, or a hood release.
Now MJ is inside, and she'll give you a tour of the inside.
Super comfortable. As you know, we have a Newmar. I love driving and I love being driven. The seats are very, very comfortable. We don't have a diesel, but that's okay. Everything you need right at a touch. You, again, with this beautiful Class A motorhome, you got that windshield that's just giving you the view as you're going down the road. Love it.
So I got a question for you real quick. Gas, you're going to have the big engine hump up front, right? And it's not always that big. I mean, they've gotten better and you can still get into the front. But in your opinion,
are you going to ask about noise?
No, because I know you're gonna hear more engine noise. It's not super loud though. I've been in gas engines as well. Maybe if you're going uphill or something.
Right.
But would you prefer a diesel, or do you feel that the value of gas outweighs it?
For when we bought our gas, it was exactly what we needed. Do I want a diesel now? 100%. Yes, because we're getting closer to, again, it's all about how you travel. So when we started, the gas was perfect, and even now it is. But as we get closer to being on the road more, the diesel is where we're going to be, because it's just, we need more towing capacity, we need more carrying capacity, all of that. Tanks, we need bigger tanks. So yes, I mean, it's definitely what your lifestyle fits, but I am ready for a diesel.
Well, and when you're on the road for a long time, engine noise doesn't really matter if you're taking short trips, but having the engine in the back, definitely, when you hear no engine noise up front, on a long trip, that's really where the joy of it comes in, right?
Yeah, and it's not too bad. Ours isn't too bad. You just have to raise your voice a little bit, but it works.
Okay.
You know? All right, so moving into the living area here. So you're going to have your pull-out. You'll have some sleeping space here. You're going to have your TV on a televator, and this is what I love. You know, a lot of them have this where you get that wonderful light. Thank you. So if the TV's down, you have this beautiful picture window there that you get all of that light coming in. Newmar's cabinetry is top-notch, beautifully built. Just all the details that they have. Their ceiling trays are always gorgeous and different. Sometimes they'll have like the Newmar logo, the shape of the Newmar logo. This is pretty simple, but what is nice about Newmar, what we love, is all the ducts are hidden. So they take this and it's under there. So you don't see them, and when the slides are in, you still have that air.
You still get air movement.
Yeah, it's really, we love that. I think Integra started doing that.
They moved them
too.
Closer, but still not running down the
right. Over on the opposing side, Izzy's relaxing now. We got theater seats there, very comfortable. We have theater seats in ours as well. Wouldn't change that for a thing. The next coach we have, got to have theater seats. And then this is pretty similar to what we have, the setup, the dinette here. This I love. You have this huge like buffet style area. So when you have dinner, you can just put, you know,
the whole spread out.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want for room. And you can have extra chairs here. So then hopping over to the other side, so opposing that, we're going to have our large kitchen. And again, guys, remember, this is a 38-foot motorhome, okay? All this counter space here. Let's move our glasses and our phones. So you're going to have a 2-burner true induction cooktop there. A lot of space in the back too, so you can put, you know, like if you have a, you know, Keurig or something, you can put there.
Hold on. that is a perfect spot for a coffee maker.
Yes, it is.
It is.
And I don't even drink coffee, but I know it would be the great spot. So you got a dishwasher here, which is wonderful. In our place, it's my son, so I don't need that. All your soft clothes drawers, okay? These are not dovetailed, okay? So not at this level yet. Probably at the Dutch Star, you start getting that.
But they're soft closing, which is nice.
Soft closing, yep, beautiful. Then you have a double stainless steel sink. Love the double sink. A beautiful sprayer here. I love all their backsplashes are so nice.
Real tiles, yeah.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. And then you have, you know, all your counter space, a place for your garbage can. That's always a plus because we don't have that. Like this too, spatulas or things like that, which is really cool. And then again on this, you have, you know, all your light controls around the coach, so you can just, wherever you are, you can turn on and off.
Very cool.
All right. Oh, before we get to the bathroom. So you got a Whirlpool fridge. Now, we're not big Whirlpool fridge fans. I don't know if people know this, but we are on our third fridge now. And we've had to remove it ourselves every time. It's a great, you know, it holds a lot and everything. They haven't treated us well, so
Oh man.
next
Oh, yeah.
time we may go with something else. But
And it's hard to say too because you're putting a residential appliance in an RV.
that's
you know?
that's flying down the road at you
Yeah,
know 65
exactly.
miles
The whole
an hour,
earthquake,
so-
hurricane thing.
Exactly. So then we have our half bath, and again, I'm going to say 38-foot coach, and you're getting 1.5 bath. That's a decent size here. You have a ton of room. This, just so you know, you can't open all the way because of the space,
Right.
but you still have a lot of room. You're getting that, you know, second medicine cabinet there. Beautiful, you know, bowl sink, nice backsplash again.
No, it's a great looking setup.
It is. Newmar is just very classy. It's really, they have a beautiful, beautiful look. And then moving into the master bedroom. So king size bed. On the Newmars, you're going to get that storage. So there's your chairs that we talked about. Very easy to maneuver. They're all, again, we have a base star, but they're all kind of the same. You have that nightstand, and then you're going to have the space up here. Just so you know, guys, they do have a CPAP hole there, so if you have a CPAP,
wow, that's cool.
you can, the plug can come down. Some RVs don't have that, but this one does. You've got 110 outlet
there,
here
yeah.
actually. Okay, so then you have your equipment for when you sleep. Beautifully done. Again, just nice. I don't think all the lights are on actually. Just nicely done. You see the little touches here. It's, like,
Accents everywhere,
carved
yeah.
out, right? Really, really nice.
Yeah, very upscale. Feels like a nice
Beautiful.
resort.
Yeah, yeah. And again, this is on the lower end, you know, this is not your Dutch Star and above. This is really, really nice. Okay, so then your master bath, I don't know if Izzy mentioned this, but you do have the egress
Yeah, your
door, which
emergency exit with stairs, yeah.
love. We don't have that, but I wish we did. And again, the toilets are porcelain toilets. Here's your laundry, splendid washer dryer. And again, this is where 38 feet, you get that 1.5 bath, but it's going to be smaller.
Yeah.
So, right, you don't have that 45-foot master bath with double sinks and
That's a beautiful bowl.
isn't this gorgeous?
Yeah.
I haven't seen one like this. That's a really nice touch. And look at this. I like that.
Yep,
Again,
beautiful.
nice backsplash. The shower is a good size. Ladies, you want to shave your legs? This is good to go. Tall people, you're going to have an easy time in here. So you can tell.
Yeah.
I'm 5'9", so you can see how much room is there. A lot of room to move.
Yep, definitely. That is a huge shower
Yeah,
space.
yeah, real nice.
Looks like we have some storage right here too.
Yep. So you got a nice closet there, well lit.
Absolutely.
And you can stack things. Could be like a shoe closet or things like that. And that's the thing. I don't think I opened one of these. Let me just show you this. You have your 2 wardrobes, and you do have a safe in there as well.
A lot of wardrobe space in here.
A lot of space. So if
Yeah,
you like
do a
to
good
carry, you know, a lot of clothes, you're full time, plenty of places to keep your clothes and that kind of thing. All right, so let's head out here. Anything you want to add?
No, I really like what Newmar did, giving a little bit extra space. They did that with this one, and I believe the Mountain Air, they did a 38-foot, which is pretty nice.
The 38, we always say, I think 40 feet is like kind of our sweet spot.
Mm-hmm.
But 38, they do Newmar does a beautiful job of packing a lot into a small space. They
And then
really do.
The 40, they went to 41 feet, which is
Right,
pretty awesome.
right. So that probably is going to look like 45.
So what do you think?
Okay, so to be honest with you, I don't do a lot of, again, Class A's. I think we've established that. And they're so different in terms of how floor plans feel versus towables. I mean,
Yeah.
you're never going to get in a Class A and get into a fifth wheel and think you're in one or the other.
Right.
I mean, it's just, or think they're the same. They're so different. But I always seem to like, especially when you have these large opposing slides, how Class A's feel. The thing I think I like most about something like this is, yeah, you get all this space, which is super cool, but at the same time, you feel like you're connected with well, you are connected with the vehicle, right? You can sit in the vehicle, you can stop. You don't have to feel like I got to get out of my truck. If you hear weird noises, which you're always going to hear weird noise in a Walmart parking lot, right?
That
You know,
is very true.
you know, you don't have the situational awareness, especially with a fifth wheel. You're limited with windows in a fifth wheel too.
Right.
So I love the huge windows. I guess I'm speaking about motorhomes in general versus towables. I think the biggest downside I've always seen with motorhomes is if your engine breaks, your home breaks.
Well,
The cost.
And the cost,
Things
yeah.
on the road is definitely more expensive
it
for
is
sure.
very high, and we've been having some issues, and we were on the side of the road a couple times. Luckily it didn't keep us there, but yeah, it can add up.
So this has been a great collaboration.
Agree. We've collaborated in the past. A lot of times YouTubers have never seen each other, but that's the great thing about social media and networking is we all support each other. And just like I told Matt with Matt's RV reviews, you know, rising tides, it raises all of us. And it's not a competition. And the fact is that you're never going to, not one RVer can ever express the correct opinion of RVing to everybody. Everyone's stories differ.
Different. Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. Some people love to full time, and we used to want a full time,
Yeah.
but then we decided not for us.
Yeah, so in the comments below, guys, let us know. What do you think about these collaborations? What do you think about this motorhome? We don't have prices yet. I know people are going to say,
I know.
surprise.
It's Industry Day.
But we're going to put the Newmar link down below. It's still Industry Day. And thank you, JD. You like
Thank you
videos
so
like
much.
this? Left of Us, RV Tours, RV DIYs. We'll put it right over here.
Appreciate it, guys. This is super fun. We'll talk to you again real soon.
Thanks, guys.